I hope you all enjoyed that dramatic opening. So I visited a couple of friends of mine recently, and came back with a carload of fruit plants. Which, in the gardening world, one of the best things is going to somebody's house and coming back with plants. So today's video, I want to show you how I plant those, how I typically process them after I get back. And also some of these are for my yard, some of them are for my friends, some are for my work folks as well. And I filmed this over a couple of days because I did it as time permits. So come along with me and let's show you how I handle that carload full of fruit plants. Would love if you can please subscribe to the channel, like and comment as well. All right, let's get going. So I've unloaded everything that's in the car, so let's go through them. First of all, when you dig things up, it is okay for them to look wilted. That's normal, and then give it a few days and they'll be back to normal as soon as you get them in the ground. So the first thing I got is the Crocosmia bulbs, and then I have some Shasta daisies that's over here. They are actually several American beautyberries, hostas, and this fern, never seen it before. We don't know the name. We're calling it a sun fern because it was actually out in the sun. Then there's several hosta, oak leaf hydrangea, and more hostas. Now all of this is for either myself, some of it is for my friends, some of it is for my coworker. So the oak leaf hydrangea, I'm gonna pot those up. Those are for my friends, my friend. And then the hostas here are for my work friend. And then let's see what else. American Beautyberry, I think, is for her as well. And I'm going to give her some of this Crocosmia as well. So let's get working on this. I really love when you go to people's yard that are fellow gardener and you share plants. I like when there is story to everything that you have in your yard. So let's go ahead and first of all, let's divide up the hostas, and I'll plant mine up and then I'll pot up the rest of it for my work friend. So the first thing I want to do is take care of my hostas. I don't want to leave these out in the sun. So what I'm going to do is split these and then pot them up, and the rest of it we'll go ahead and plant them in the landscape. So with this hosta, I can actually easily break it apart. So there you go. It's actually pretty easy to break this one apart. So I'm just going to go ahead and pot it up. So what I did was I put it in a regular pot, and then I put some dirt around it. Sorry, it's not the best angle to show you this, but you get the gist of it. So this is number one. Now the second part of it has a pretty big root, so I'm going to try to break some of the dirt off of it, and then pot it up from here. I may have to look for a bigger pot. Let me go see if I can find a bigger pot. All right, found me a bigger pot. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here, and I'm going to put some dirt around it. And that way I can keep it alive for a couple of days until she gets back to work. All right, there you go. So we now have two hostas. So let me go ahead and put these in a shady area, and I'm going to go ahead and pot it and give it some water as well. So the next few things that I have are a few Shasta daisy. Now you're looking at this and you're like, oh my god, these things look like they're about to die. But don't worry, these are perennials. They would look ugly starting out, and then they would be fine. So I've got several clumps on here. So I'm going to go ahead and pot a few of this up. Like here is one plant, well, the two, and then here's another two right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in pots, and they'll revive themselves by the time I'm ready to take it to her at work. So let me find some pots and pot this one up. Alright, so here's plant number one. Plant number 2 and 3 that looks like they're about to die. Again, don't worry, I'll put them all in one. They'll be fine. There's pot number 2. And then I'm going to go ahead and pot this one up too as well. Again, don't worry that these look really bad. They're gonna revive themselves and be good in a couple of days. So I'm just going ahead putting it like this, and I'm gonna put dirt around it. Alright, there we go. So now we have 3 pots of Shasta Daisy. And again, I'm going to go ahead water these. I'm going to put them in like a cool, shady area and let them revive for a couple of days. So frankly, I divided up this hosta here without realizing I didn't hit play on the camera. So I'm going to show you this again. So what I did was, here's my hosta clump, and I'm going to demonstrate what I did. So basically, see how there's a clear division right there? I'm going to go ahead and split that so I have 2, and then I'm going to go ahead and pot it up. There you go. I have 2 hostas. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and take my pot, put this in here, and fill it up with some dirt. There you go. I have a hosta. So let me go ahead and put this in a cool place, and then we'll go around and we'll plant the rest of them in the yard. So one of the things I wanted to experiment with is planting a ring of hosta around the base of the fruit tree. So this is our pear tree. So I wanted to plant some hostas around it. Now I don't want to do anything that's too tall. So I'm thinking that this one here might be suited for it. So, or I might do a little bit of this particular hosta, which is more on the shorter side as well. So let's experiment a little bit and see how everything goes with this one. So this is what it looks like. So I alternated the hostas, and they look small now, but give it a year or 2 and they would look amazing. So I think I'm going to call it quits for today. I still have these hostas. There's my mess over there, mess here I need to clean up. And then, so this video will continue once I plant out the rest of the things, which are the cosmea, the rest of the hosta as well. So I'm on another day, and I'm still working through the plants that I got free from my friends. So today, what I want to do is plant the ferns. So I was able to get these ferns, which we don't know the variety. If I can find it on the screen, if I can find it, I'll pop it on the screen. But this one here, interestingly, grows in sun. And so what I want to do is divide it and plant it today. So let me turn the camera around and show you where I'm going to put it, and then we'll get it planted. Now, if you're wondering why am I all dressed up working in the garden. So typically, like in the morning, I'll get up early and I will do some gardening before I go to work. So today I got up a little bit early. The weather is really nice, so I figure I'm going to get some gardening done and then I'm off to work after that. So come along with me and let's get these ferns planted. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and split these because I can get 2 clumps out of this. So there's a clear separation here. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. Now I have 2 clumps. Now this apparently spreads really fast and I'm happy about that because I want to have more of this in the yard. I just love the texture and the shape of the leaf. I mean, it's really amazing. So let's go ahead and plant these. So that's plant number 1. Number 2, I think I'm going to plant somewhere around this area here. Now I have a grass that's growing here, so I think I'm going to plant that around here. I don't know if you can see it properly, so there's a space there. So let me go ahead and dig a hole for it. I do have drip tubing here, so which is so happy that we actually did drip tubing. It saves me a lot of time from having to water. So again, let's admire how beautiful these are. All right, so here you go. This is a view of what it looks like. So I have 1 here, and then I have another 1 right there. And over time, I'm hoping that it spreads so I can divide it up and do a bigger, get more clumps of it. I hope you enjoy seeing how I planted and potted up and distribute all of those free plants that I got from my really good gardening friend. So would love to see what you're doing in your yard. So post any pictures, any comments. Would love if you can please subscribe to the channel. So until next time, happy gardening.